we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
No justice?
No peace!
No justice?
No peace!
No justice?
No peace!
No justice?
No peace!
Say his name!
Ernie Serrano!
I think it's important to know Ernie said his name before he died. He wanted us to remember him. He knew he was struggling. And they bleeped out a section before he died. They bleeped it out. And we want that evidence. They're hiding it from us. And we're going to go to the district attorney's office and we're going to demand accountability. They need to produce that evidence. They're so hiding evidence from us. There's other video from other deputies they have not produced, and we're not going to stop. We're going to protest in front of the district attorney's office. We'll talk about that later, but we're not going to stop. We'll get more people mobilized. This needs to stop.
It just happens to be now it's Ernie, my nephew, our loved one, our family member. But this is even beyond Ernie. If we're outraged, it's because our ancestors are outraged. This is a peace march. So by its very nature, we are inversing what Ernie was subjected to. That was non-peace. He was treated inhumanely. But we're better than that. And we're gathering as a community to thrust justice forward. So thank you all. Appreciate you. Our heart is severed, and it provides glue that connect us. It's our wounds that connect us. It's not a coincidence why they're here. I'm sure you have anybody come up here, they have a loved one that they can attest to suffering a horrific injustice as Ernie was subjected to on December 15th.
Yeah, this was, make no doubt about it, what happened to Ernie in that store was a racist act. It started with the security guards, and it happened with the deputies that were mistreating him. I didn't see a person of color at any time trying to help Ernie, okay? This was a racist act. This is how they treat our people. The systemic inequality that's out here has to stop. It happened with George Floyd, and now it happened with Ernie. It's the same exact thing.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Killer cops have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Killer cops have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Killer cops have got to go! Hey, hey!
Ho, ho! These killer cops have got to go! Say his name!
Ernie Serrano!
Say his name!
Ernie Serrano!
Say his name!
Ernie Serrano!
Say his name!
Ernie Serrano! Ernie Serrano! Ernie Serrano! Ernie Serrano! Ernie Serrano!
Ernie Serrano! Ernie Serrano!
Ernie Serrano! I can't breathe!
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 Ernie Serrano!
Ernie Serrano!
Ernie Serrano! Boycott Stater Brothers!
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 How many times did he punch you? How many times did Ernie punch you?
Your gun out, man.
How many times did Ernie kick you? What's your job? How many times did Ernie kick you? He didn't do anything. Save a life. He didn't do anything to you. He didn't do anything to any of the security at all. He didn't hurt them. And you caused them to get killed. The Stater brothers caused this to happen as well. They had a responsibility to stop this, and instead, they contributed to it. Those security guards that are in there contributed to the problem. And you should come out here and apologize. If you have any dignity and respect for yourself, you should come out here and apologize. I personally guarantee nothing will happen to you. I personally guarantee it. If you're a security guard in there, you contributed, you should come out here and apologize. This is a peaceful protest, and we demand that you come out here and apologize to the family for the way that man was treated in front of you. It should not have happened, and you know it. You should come out here and apologize to the family.
Shame on you!
Shame on you. We want justice.
We want justice.
We want stop killers.
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
Stop killers.
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No
Police.
justice.
No peace. Police. No peace. Police.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Again, everybody, my name is Serrano. I'm Ernie's uncle, and I can't thank all of you enough for being here. And it doesn't surprise me that Ernie got so much support because, as some of the brothers said earlier, Ernie is me, Ernie is you, Ernie is your nephew, Ernie is your cousin, Ernie is your son. Still, I think above all, what I really want to relate today is as I ponder, as I think about justice, is that justice lies in us. It's in us. So what I mean by that, I indicated a little earlier over at Stater Brothers that this is familiar to us. This is not unknown to us. This has been happening to us, and let's be realistic. It's going to continue happening to us. So when I say that justice is in us, I mean all this energy of love and pain, right? That's what we feel, love and pain and rage, righteous rage, right? It's righteous. It was wrong on so many levels. So then now is, what are we going to do with that righteous rage? Some of us have been experienced in expressing that righteous rage and misdirecting it, only to wind up warehoused with other brothers and sisters with righteous rage, leaving our families behind, leaving our children behind. Ernie never met his father because his father was murdered. He never met his dad. In fact, Ernie had righteous rage towards his dad. So I ask everybody here to channel that righteous rage in whatever form constructive. And by constructive meaning bringing no further pain to the family, to the lineage, to our future generations. And that falls on us. And it's a lot easier said than done. But we could do it. Because that energy is strong. We just have to channel it. So in closing, what I mean by that, to be kind of a little more specific, so do we have some future sheriffs here? Let's be strategic. Do we have some future attorneys? Do we have some future judges? Do we have some future educators? We already have educators. But we gotta think long haul. Long haul. They got us coming and going. We've been coming and going. We gotta think long haul for the young ones. Some of us have young ones. Love them, shower love on them. Let them also produce a better tomorrow, a more just tomorrow. Because it's in us. It's in us. This ain't foreign to us. We just can't self-detonate. We can't self-destruct. Because that's what we've been doing. We're better than that. We're better than that. Ernie's father taught me better than that. I try to model for young Ernie better than that. We're human. So we have limitations, but let's direct that energy, please. Thank you all for being here, for the love, for sharing this grief with the family. This is all family. Gracias. Aho.
Ernie Serrano! Ernie Serrano!
Ernie Serrano! I would like to give some words also for the Serrano family, my homegirls, mi familia, who has also been on these lands with our relatives for thousands and thousands of years. The Serrano, the Cahuilla, the Tangba, the Luceño, the Morago, all of our people, those are our relatives, and we belong here. This soil has the blood, sweat, and tears of our people, of our familia, of our mothers, of our ancestors. I'm a mother. I'm a mother to a daughter. I'm a mother to a community. And I'm angry. I have the right to be angry. When I see my young people being killed, I should have righteous anger. And so should you. Yes, we come in a peaceful way, but we also defend our communities. We defend our children. We defend Mother Earth. All of these things are related. This is all part of the same struggle, the same movement, and you all were called here today to be here for a reason, to share in the pain and struggle of hundreds of thousands of millions of indigenous people who have been killed, who've been murdered by police, by genocide, by the military-industrial complex, by all the capitalism and bullshit that we have endured for years and years and years. So when I say Ernie Serrano, presente!
Ernie Serrano!
Presente! 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 Thank you.
Say his name!
Ernie Serrano!
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 No justice!
No peace!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want
Now!
No killer!
Police!
No racist!
Police!
In the picture, sure. Take a
Fuck the police!
Kids and they husbands and they children, and y'all go every day and y'all put on these damn badges like y'all not human like we are.
The physical strength, the effort that it takes for a man to keep another man down. Ernie was not being combative. He was not being aggressive. he was struggling, he was surviving, and he was pleading for his life. The cops made a conscious decision to put all their strength on him. Now they want to say that he was under the influence. Okay, let me tell you something. They fucked up. Because if Ernie was having a medical emergency, he was neglected. He needed help. He needed medical attention. And instead, they keep criminalizing him even after he's gone. So now we're telling them, do your job right because you work for us, the people. And the people, your bosses are telling you, we don't... Ernie Serrano!
Review. Now keep this in mind. Every year they have a budget review. Whatever weapons, whatever tools they did not use, they cannot order more of them. So we have to think of our safety. Whenever they receive any object thrown at them, they have a full authority to shoot and to bring you down. Full authority. That increases their budget. Who pays for that? Us. I want to hear big us. Who pays for that? Us. Who pays for that? Us. Who pays for that? Us. So if we don't allow them to use up their budget, we can also demand that they get defunded. So this is what's happening. They're going to play their tactics and we're going to play against them. We're not going to be on defense, we're going on offense. So we're going to keep marching and executing and exercising our constitutional rights to gather, to protest, freedom of speech, and freedom of religious beliefs.
Represents all the colonization and all the police brutality that we have experienced as brown, black, indigenous people for thousands of years. We're going to take a moment right here to honor the ancestors, the shoulders we stand on, the 7 generations before us, who gave their blood so we could be here today, so our generation could continue this fight. This is not the beginning. This is not the end. This is our duty to make sure that brutality and genocide against our people stops for the future generations. We come here in a good way, but we come with righteous anger for the blood of our brother, Ernie Serrano, presente! We know he's here with us. We feel him, and that's why they're afraid. That's why they can't stop us. That's why they know that we have justice on our side, and all the ancestors stand in circle with us. We are going to do the Women Warrior song. So I ask all the men to take a step back and all the women to step forward. That includes femme, queer, two-spirit, non-binary, women, and anyone who identifies with anything other than men. We love our men warriors, but we know that it is our women who have died protecting families for thousands of years. In childhood, from predators, from police. So we're gonna do the Women Warrior song. If you don't know it, feel it. It's there in your bones, in your body, in your blood, in your sangre. Feel it. We're gonna do 7 rounds, and then on the last round, we're gonna put our fist up in the air like this. We invite you to join us, everyone, in your fist in the air, in honor of all the women, all the warriors, all the children who have given their lives for us to be here today. All right? Let's go. Please give us space so we can have our mask on. All right, ready?
No, dude, he's saving me on battery. Just let him. He's saving me on battery. Good. I love those moments when I'm like, oh, not enough light, and then a cop rolls by, and I'm like, thank you, officer. don't think you're doing what you think you're doing, but I do appreciate it.
Little things in life.
Ernie was like my older brother. To all of us, all of my cousins and I, we were all very close to him. Ernie and I were the only one of my cousins who were raised by my grandparents. So we brought that generational trauma with us. And so now for the rest of my life, it is my mission to break it, and it's going to be my mission to help other families who are going through the same struggle, because it is a war out there for us, and they're killing us, and we need to stop. We can't let them. This is our land. This is our people. And no matter what happens, I'm never going to stop fighting for Ernie, and I'm never going to stop fighting for any other family that has been torn apart, that has been destroyed. They can't break us.
What's up, sister?
Well, they thought they could bury us. They didn't know we were seeds.
They thought they could bury us, but they didn't know that we were fucking seeds. It doesn't matter what they do, if they try to scare us, if they try to intimidate us, I don't give a shit. I'm never going to stop fighting for my cousin. I love my cousin.
That's right. Love you, Ernie.
The community stands with you. You're not allowed to see that.
Thank you. Thank you again.
We love you. We love you.
Thank you all for coming here. Ernie was my nephew. I was 8 years old when Ernie was born, and he was like my little brother. One of the last few, my daughter and I were the last ones to be with him before he was killed. And on one of those nights, we sat in my backyard, and he created a fire for us in our barbecue pit, and we sat around talking, having a couple modelos, and I shared with him, I reminded him how he was brought into this world with love. My brother loved his mom, Maria, so much. I remember as a kid, that was my first experience with true love, seeing a relationship based on love, and it was beautiful. And I grew up always wanting that same thing, wanting a man to look at me the way my brother looked at Maria. And I reminded Ernie that he came into this world made out of love. And it breaks my heart to know that he was killed in such a brutal and violent way. Regardless of what my nephew was, regardless of what state of mind he was in, he was a human being. He was my nephew. He was my daughter's cousin. He was a son. He never got to meet my brother. And he died in such a agonizing, painful way. And it just hurts me. I want justice for my nephew. Not just for him, but for everybody. Everybody who's been killed by the police in an unjust and brutal way. So I thank you for coming out here and supporting us and continuing this fight, because we're not going to stop until my nephew gets justice, until we put an end to police brutality. Thank you. Thank you.
What do we want? Order charges! When do we want them? What do we want? When do we want them? What do we want? When do we want them? We don't get them! We don't get them!